Shatterpoint, my favorite Star Wars game lately. It has Grievous.
General Grievous.
Grievous!
and it,
General Grievous.
and Jedi Hunters, actually. They're not Grievous, though.
I love the Inquisition. What a show, the Inquisition. Here we go, after wishing that we'd go away.
But the Inquisition's here and it's here to stay.
Hey Misfits, it's time for another Under the Lid, and we're going to talk about one of my favorite Star Wars games right now. Not counting I guess the deck builder is also one of my favorite, but particularly the minis game, because I love minis. We all love minis, actually. And this is Shatterpoint, the new dueling Star Wars minis game. Now, Atomic Mass makes this, and these guys are awesome. Now, the quality for these minis, I think, are, if you've paid attention to any minis games in a while, are probably far beyond like most anything for minis games. It's like they're insane. They're very, very good, and the sculpts are amazing. They look great painted. And we're here to unbox this sucker to see what kind of stuff you get. This is the Inquisitor pack. This gives you, if you played the game, you get a squad, usually about 4 characters or so to fight with. And this is all the Inquisitors. Now, I imagine they're a whole team. I don't know if you can mix and match them, or maybe Reva could kind of switch sides maybe for a hot minute if Vader's on the other team. See what I did there? See what I did there?
Spoilers.
Spoilers for Obi-Wan. I'm going to go over the little bits and bobs here, because we don't really have a ton to unbox, but we're going to take, we have a QR code, and this is just like, usually I use these as paint guides, which I kind of like. Although I will say it would be kind of cool to have maybe like a little sheet of just the paint guides or types they can, get. But I think they try to do that with with Legion. I think they even try to do paints for a little bit, but I don't think that really flew for long, right? I don't think they sell those anymore. Remember they used to sell paint kits?
Oh yeah, I got a couple Legion paint kits.
But I don't think they do. I don't think they do that anymore. So it was kind of interesting how they did that. So with Shatterpoint, you'll get multiple variations of the same card because of different languages and stuff like that. I love the art in Shatterpoint. They did a really good job in mixing it up. So you got the head Inquisitor. You got Reva, who is, I forget what she's.
She's the fourth sister.
Fourth sister. There's a third brother. And
Sixth sister or something?
Yeah, no, actually, it'll tell us right on here.
Yeah, I'm sure it will.
It will. It is, we're going to look at the box.
I bet if you turn the card over,
It's a fifth brother and fourth sister. So she's the fourth sister, he's the fifth brother. I should know that from Clone Wars, actually.
Or from Destiny.
Yeah, from Destiny, yeah. So yeah, these are all your Inquisitors. These are your Shatterpoint cards. These are the different abilities for your characters. And you have your Throne lightsabers, spinning lightsabers for your other characters. They all have spinning lightsabers, of course. And Inquisitorius training. Reva has a vicious defense. And the Grand Inquisitor has all the bits and bobs because he's, of course, the Grand Inquisitor.
He's grand.
He's great. He's grand. So it even has at the bottom of the cards: third sister, fifth brother, fourth sister. And then you kind of get repeats. You just repeat again in different languages. So nothing too crazy or change there. Just more of the same. And then of course, like this, you have your different languages as well. So you have your 4 cards, which we're English, so we'll focus on the English cards here. Grand Inquisitor, Fallen Jedi. You know who we are. At the start of his activation, you choose an allied Inquisitus secondary character or an allied Inquisitus supporting character. One character in this unit, and the chosen character may move. So yeah, he buffs all the other ones, obviously. The temple records are quite complete. Clearly, you are a poor student. So I love how they always put nods into the series and stuff like that. Yeah, very cool. So you got Grand Inquisitor. You got the third sister.
So Reva is the secondary character in all this mess.
Yes, and she is a third sister. But she's kind of the secondary. She chooses a character, and basically lets the character either move or make a 5 attack. You have a force jump, deflect, and your fear betrays you. When a character in the unit makes an attack as part of a combat action, 4 dice are rolled, it may use this ability. Remove 1 or more conditions from the defender. Add 2 dice to the attack for each condition that was removed. Dang, that's really good.
That is nice.
So if you could put conditions on them, then you can take them off, and guess what? You get a ton of extra dice. I don't see, who can use the ability here. I'm trying to see if there's a way to give fear. Yeah, I don't see how you can give fear. Enfeeble. Here it is.
Yeah, fifth brother's supposed to be bad.
Yeah. So the fifth brother and the fourth sister looks like they give enfeeble, or it gives a condition. So yeah, you have your supporting units give conditions. It looks like Third Sister capitalizes on it, and the Grand Inquisitor basically makes the rest of the unit work great. Looks like a fun team of lightsaber wielders. I don't think we had any other full lightsaber wielding teams, did we?
Not
I don't
yet.
think so.
No, not
I think
yet.
this is the first one.
There's one coming out for the light side. It's the Jedi pack with Luminara.
Oh, okay, yeah. So this is a full melee. Although they do, I think they do have a thrown attack because they do throw. Yeah, they can throw it. I think. Yeah.
Well,
So-
you can close really easily.
You can close really easy
with
anyway.
a small map like that.
So these look cool. Yeah. This is kind of the first team I think that's all sabers. Now I've got to be careful because the sabers, they are really attentive to detail, and the sabers are very thin. They like having thin sabers.
Don't break my sabers,
you got to be real
man.
careful with these sabers. I'm telling you now, they look great, but oh man, you got to be real careful.
And don't ever use
Heat
a heat
them.
gun.
Don't ever use a heat gun. I made that mistake once. Never again. We'll turn them into like twisty treats really, really fast. Pardon me. Really, really fast. So I'm going to take these on out so we can show our home audience.
Ziploc.
Ziploc. Yeah, it is my kryptonite now. I think so. After all the auriculum today, it's my kryptonite. Yeah, you'll see in another video for that if you want to go back and watch. So it looks like, yeah, you have your different parts here, of course, for the Inquisitors. They look gorgeous. I love the sculpting on these.
Turn a little more this way.
Yeah.
There we go.
I'm trying to figure out, what I'm looking for is if they have unlit versions or any kind of options. And one thing I will say is I really like options, so I hope they, the occasional have a few different options, like Cody has 2 different heads, stuff like that. But I really hope at some point that they give kind of maybe a different stance option. If not a stance, maybe just unlit lit saber kind of. Of course, you can always, I guess, clip the saber, if you want to.
I'm not clipping any.
I'm not clipping my
sabers.
sabers, but that'd be kind of cool. Or just have a slightly different stance. Might be interesting to kind of differentiate your Inquisitor against another Inquisitor.
But they look amazing if you don't.
Oh yeah, no, they look great either way. That's the thing; they just look amazing either way. But it'd be super cool if I'm a big fan of having alternative options. It looks like they got a little stand too. Like it goes on one of their bases, I'm sure. Looks like it's like a little thing here that looks like a little stand. See? Pretty cool. And I got base options, it looks like, so you can make it plain because you got your bases here, and you could slap one of these on there if you want to
Give it a little
spruce it up.
elevation look. Kind
You
of.
give it a look. I will say, and I take it back. They do have different face options, at least for a couple. They have a different face option for the Grand Inquisitor. You have your TV show option, and you have your Clone Wars Rebels cartoon option. I prefer the Rebels one.
So a little less Baldar Conehead.
Yes, well, that's the race though. That was how it was. Even in Sith, that's how they look. That's why everybody was peeved. They're like, why isn't he Conehead? So whatever design you want to go with, I prefer the Clone Wars look. And then
We are from France.
We are from France. Yes. I don't think there's any other option. I think there was a 5th Brotherhead option. Hold on one second here. Yeah, there was a 5th Brotherhead option. So you have, is that a Clone Wars? A Clone Wars. Yeah, so they do. So this is the TV show option, and this is the Clone Wars option. So that's nice. Actually, I give you guys props. That is nice that you got the Clone Wars options. I'm totally building my Clone Wars. But yeah, they give you the option for the TV show version or the Clone Wars option. I thought that was really cool. Something they should do with their toys. Sometimes you get the toys and it's like you're going to get the TV show option if you buy any of these characters. Sadly, they didn't have like a Clone Wars-ish face. So very cool, guys. As usual, you get the same display stands or whatever in them. Like the same, if you haven't seen them before, they're the same. Just the round bases and everything. Nothing crazy. But you can upgrade them and put stuff on them, of course, if you want. Very pretty stands. At least they molded them and didn't make them plain. So you got to do them from scratch. If you want to just color them and go, you can do that. So guys, this is your Grand Inquisitorius pack or whatever. What was it called? Jedi Hunter Squad pack. Check it out. Again, this is an amazing game. Shatterpoint's super fun. Not crazy expensive. If you want to get a couple squads, you're good to go. Base set is priced very, very well, guys. And this game is just a blast. If you want to have lightsaber fights and actually have lightsaber fights and people jumping around, take a look, guys. You can't beat it. Atomic Mass Games, guys, as always. If you want your latest Star Wars stuff, wear your peeps, because I'm a huge Star Wars nerd. Always will, always. I got locked into lockers for that. I'm going on a tangent now. Going crazy with my Star Wars knowledge. Share my feelings. No, we're not sharing. Cut all of that out. Anyway, guys, thanks again for attending this Under the Lid. And as always, of course, lightsaber on.